everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Wicked Glitches podcast. This is episode 9. This is allegedly, supposedly. There was debate on that. It wasn't a difficult debate. It was just, I don't think either of us are 100% here today.
No, I just, I shut my brain door real quick. It's like, nope, we're just fuck everything.
We had a little,
But
minor,
mm,
crash out before we started. I wouldn't, not a crash out in the typical sense, just in the,
it was unhinged.
there was it was mental preparedness just
It was a
breaking down.
mental debacle is more like it. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and Zola was asked, she was like, "Are you recording?" I was like, "No, I'm not
I
recording."
really
I'm
am
so
kind of. I
Are you
am kind
good?
of bummed though,
Are you?
just a little bit. Yeah, because I thought that my, breathing into the brown paper bag was
Okay, for context,
could have been.
I was going to hit start, but before I did, I'm in such a weird place mentally that I was just trying to physically bolster myself, and so I did one of those and then she started
And so
mock brown paper bagging.
hyperventilating.
That's not what that looked
Yes,
like. That's not what that looked like at all. It was supposed to be a
that's
bag.
why I
It
put
was supposed
both
to be a
hands up.
bag. God, this is almost worse.
We're not even 5 minutes in.
It's not even
It's
2 minutes
already
in.
it's already gone to shit.
Setting the fucking tone right off the bat.
uh, I mean, look,
God.
I was gonna be in a shitty mood. I was in a shitty mood. I didn't even think I was gonna laugh. Okay, so I mean, if we're getting this ball rolling this way,
I mean, yeah, there's worse ways to start, really. Hopefully, this wind doesn't come
accurate,
through in there. Yeah.
accurate.
Fucking Christ. I did. So, how was your week?
Oh, it's just been fantastic.
Woo!
Dumpster fires left and right.
Literal fires.
My
Literal fucking fires.
my oh yes, yes, actually
Yeah!
literal fucking fires.
A literal actual
I,
fucking fires. You so forgot about
but
that.
because nothing phases me anymore. It's just like, oh, it's another fucking day in the neighborhood. It's like
I know.
so I I've had a rough week. My sinuses I think due to a tooth situation, I get these constant nasal or sinus infections because your sinus cavity is like right here, and then the root, pretty much goes up there as well. And last time they took an x-ray at the dentist, they're like, oh, it looks a little infected there. Worst case scenario, if it stays that way or gets bigger, we're going to have to pull your tooth and put a fake one in. And I'm like, oh God, I'll have a screw in my mouth. I don't want that. But if that gets rid of my sinuses and my allergies, I mean, that could be the situation.
Yeah.
Um, so been dealing with that. I have not been sleeping. This morning I woke up and it felt like so much pressure behind my eye, like I wanted to pop it out. I
Ugh.
was just like, I need to alleviate the pressure, and it wasn't going away. But I can breathe now. I sneezed once today. I will take that.
That's
So whatever it
amazing.
was,
Yeah,
yeah,
fantastic.
it's gone.
Because this bitch has been
But I was
sneezing like a
also,
fiend, and you guys
oh
don't even know,
God,
she's sneezing all the damn time. It's like she's
y-
allergic to life.
I am allergic to life. The gods are telling me something. But I actually, because I mentioned it, and all of your devices are listening to you, all of the sudden a reel pops up and it's like, yeah, I had this friend who was going in to get her implants taken out because she was constantly getting sick, and she had to go to the doctors for something, and it turns out that it wasn't her implants that were making her sick, because the implants were completely fine. There were no, nothing was leaking, nothing like that. It turned out to be her fucking tooth. She got her tooth
Yeah.
pulled. million times better. So, like we said in the last one, get your fucking shit checked.
It's
Get your
important.
fucking shit checked.
The way that things are interconnected is it's so unhinged. Because, like, I went to the doctor and I had to get some tests done and I have some other stuff going on. But I was like, oh, I'm having this issue. And they're like, oh, well, your dentist might need to deal with that. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a couple things. One, I think it was some TMJ that I was dealing with. But I had like a
Oh. Mm-hmm.
creaking in the joint next to my ear in my jaw. And that was
Oh.
every time I chewed, I could
Yeah.
like air. It was
Oh. Yeah.
horrible. And the other thing was they're concerned I might have sleep apnea, but apparently there's something that like almost like a retainer type thing that you can wear at night when you sleep that brings your bottom jaw forward to help
Yes.
you breathe better. So, but I was like, I'm in the middle of Invisalign. That's not a fucking option for me.
No, no, not
Like, I
unless if they
can't
can
do
add
that.
it to your Invisalign, but then you'd
Yeah.
have to be walking around with it all day.
And I'm on the
It's not good.
Invisalign like for another 7 weeks, I believe. And then I have to do refinements. So for those of you who don't
Right.
know, basically with Invisalign, you get a certain amount of trays, and they're like, this is like your treatment period. And then at the end of that, they're like, okay, there's little like things we have to tweak from a functional standpoint. Like for me right now, I'm noticing that my bottom front teeth are touching the backs of my top front teeth when I close my mouth. It's not comfortable. I don't like it. Now,
No, yeah.
those next 7 trays might fix that, but if they don't, that's something that in refinements they're going to have to give me another 5 to 10 trays that I'm going to have to wear over this however many months. And then from there,
Yeah.
we'll have to decide if I need a second round of refinements. And then you're usually done and you get your permanent retainer that you only wear when you sleep. It's a pain in the
I was
ass.
gonna say though, you got your Invisalign obviously through your dentist, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
dentists only do Invisalign, and then there's the other ones that like you can do outside of dentistry, which aren't as good, by the way.
Yeah.
Um, but I wonder because it is your dentist, if it is like a sleep apnea thing, if there is a way to do like a nighttime adjustment, like you would have to switch it. So you'd wear your day one and then you put the night one in. But who knows? I mean, just things to ask. Otherwise, you're
It's
just gonna have to wait 7 weeks or longer.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a minute because the trays are already made. So basically, what happens is they scan your teeth and then they
Mm,
make all the trays after, like they go
yeah,
in a program and they go, okay, this 2 week period you have to wear tray number one and it's gonna move your these teeth, and then they go on to the next tray and for 2 weeks you wear that and it's gonna move these teeth, and so it varies
true.
depending how
Yeah.
much your teeth adjust, and um so they already did those scans back in the spring, and then all my trays are already done just in a box, and they just give me every 2 months I go in and get a set of trays, like a set of 2 months worth, so 4 trays.
Mm, okay.
And then I think it's just so they make sure that they're keeping an eye on, are my attachments still on, which are the little
Yeah.
nubs and just like all that stuff. So it's like a whole thing. Technically I could talk to them about it before they do my scans at the end of my seven trays that I have to do. But
It's probably a good idea though, just to kind of see if they can get you something to that you can wear at night. But,
yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a whole thing. But also I'm supposed to be doing an at-home sleep test through my insurance,
ooh,
but
those are
they
fun.
they have to, well, the fact that it's an at-home one is kind of crazy because I've always seen like you do
Yeah.
sleep studies, you go into like offices, but um my insurance has to clear it and then they're supposed to send me the stuff. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them, and it's been my appointment was on the 21st of October and we're now in November 10th. So
Wait, are
I
they
haven't
gonna
heard
send
shit.
you like this little webcam and then they're gonna just watch you sleep? That's gonna be weird.
No,
I'm
they
just kidding. I know it's
it's
one of the yeah, it's a
no. So the at-home sleep study, it's actually like how they do those bands that go
oh
under
yeah, yeah,
your, almost like a
yeah.
bra
Mm-hmm.
strap band.
Like under the
And it's
yeah.
got a sensor, and then it's gonna have another thing that is basically checking my oxygen to make sure, like,
Oh,
am I getting
fun.
enough oxygen and like all this stuff. So I don't know. Fun medical stuff, you guys. Isn't body stuff so fun? It's not. It's terrible. It's
Yeah, it's
awful.
great.
And then what happened on
Um,
Halloween, Isola?
Wait, was that Halloween? No, what happened on Halloween?
I broke my
Oh,
finger.
well, yeah, I thought you were, I was like, well, it was a Friday and last Friday was when the fire happened, but that
No,
wasn't
no,
Halloween, so I
no,
got confused. So,
no.
okay, you tell your
Yeah.
Friday and then I'll tell my Friday.
I mean, I'm not gonna get all like deep into it. This dipshit broke my finger. I went outside. I was like, oh, I'll take some pictures with the dog. Because I knew I had already taken pictures with the other dogs, and I was like, oh, I know, husband's gonna want me to take pictures with Lily, and so I was like, okay, I'll take her outside. Bitch slipped her fucking collar, like a fucking menace, huh? Didn't you? Come here.
What a hoe.
She slipped her fucking
What a hoe.
collar, and when I got it back on her, and I went to slip my hand into her collar like this to hold her by it, but as I was slipping my hand in, she go. Thank you. She lunged to she was excited and she was like trying to wee and go off, but she caught my finger and I felt a pop. And I instantly was like, fuck. And I
Wait, she was excited?
yeah, because she was out front. So
Lily.
she was like,
She was excited? That's so strange.
I know, Lily being excited is the most unheard of thing ever. That creature, I don't even know where she just fucked off somewhere. I have no idea where she went. I
She
don't
was
know.
like,
Where the fuck?
peace out, bitch.
Oh, she was on the couch. I was like, where the fuck did she go?
Oh,
Yeah, she just fucking did her dumb shit thing because she's literally just a tornado with legs. But I instantly was like, she broke my fucking finger. I didn't know she broke it or dislocated it. It's the second phalanx. There's okay, on the paperwork from the hospital, because I went to the hospital because I went to urgent care and they were like, oh, we don't have x-rays, we'd have to send you out for that and we can't do that till Monday. And I was like, fuck you. So I went to the hospital, which was only a minute away. I went to the ER and I was just like, I broke my fucking finger or dislocated it, help me. My finger, which should have been straight, was kinking in pretty significantly toward my middle finger, and I was like, help. I gotta say
they're
that
like, ooh.
yeah, they were like, oh yeah, that does look a little weird. I've never had a broken bone in my life. I've never broken anything or fractured anything. I've been very fortunate in that. This is the first time, and I immediately got the adrenaline rush and felt like I was gonna pass out, throw up. I was dripping sweat immediately, and I was just like, ugh. My Halloween obsessed ass made sure to get not all of, I tried to get all of the Halloween decorations on. I was upset because I didn't get to turn the werewolf on. I forgot until well after. But I got all my pumpkins turned on and lit. I got all the lights plugged in. I got the bowl of candy and set it on a plant stand and left a sign. And before I left the house, I was like, I don't want to ruin my Halloween. I didn't get home until 10 o'clock at night. I had left my house sometime around 6 or 6:30. So that's how I spent my Halloween. Was I had to spend 3 or 4 hours, I think it was 3 hours total, in the emergency room to get some x-rays, and then they just fucking bandaged my finger, and they're like, you're gonna have to follow up with an ortho. And I was like, why? And they're like, oh, just to make sure it's healing okay. And I was like, okay. Because they said, you're gonna have to follow up with an orthopedic surgeon. And I was like, what? And they're like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, not when you tell someone they have to follow up with a surgeon. You can't just you gotta expand on that and say oh, just to do a checkup and make sure it's healing fine.
Yeah.
If you say you have to go, we're giving you a referral to a surgeon, generally people think they're gonna have to have surgery. So that was stupid. But one of the doctors was really nice. The other one was kind of a fucking asshole and zero help. But overall, not the worst experience. Not how I wanted to spend Halloween. I hadn't been in an ER in probably 20 some odd years. So that was not the best. It was the worst trick. It was a terrible trick, and I don't recommend it. And
you got no treat. And you got no
I
treat.
got no fucking treat. You know
Well,
what's even more insulting on that? I was super excited because Arby's had put out their Thanksgiving sandwich and an apple pie shake, and I was like, I'm gonna go get me this for my Halloween dinner. It's so festive and fun. And then the sandwich wasn't even that good. And then later I broke my fucking finger, so it was just insult and injury.
oh, you just got double whammied with the
Yeah.
treat.
I was like,
I mean,
man,
the trick,
yeah,
not the treat.
I thought I was gonna have a nice treat with my dinner. No. And then I got my finger broken. Horrible trick. Ugh. I mean, realistically, I'm not that mad about it. I much rather I get hurt than Lily get hurt because she could have run into the street and gotten hit by a car. She
Yeah.
could have gotten spooked by a
Mm-hmm.
kid in a costume and attacked them, and then we would have had to have maybe put her down because, attacking somebody is generally what causes
Mm-hmm.
that. So if it came down to it, me getting hurt because of a freak accident of
Right.
her being a dipshit, whatever, I don't give a shit. But I will say you don't realize how inconvenient it is because it's like, oh, it's just your one finger is broken. On the paperwork, it says it's broken and it says it's fractured. I don't know the fucking difference, but I can't do shit. And fortunately, it's not my dominant hand, but even so, I can't do shit. There are so many things. Like, I had to make my bed. Do you know how hard it is to make your bed with one hand?
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, like not with one hand, but I've had shoulder injuries where, like, whether it's a pinched nerve or I can't turn, whatever.
Yeah.
So literally, I'm like fucking hunchback, trying to be
Functionally
like,
having one
let me go
arm
move
that works.
my
Yeah.
bed.
It's
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah.
And like
So,
I had to like lift the mattress with my one hand, stick my knee under it, and then pull the cover over or the fitted sheet over to try and like, and then
yeah,
drop the mattress. It was the dumbest thing. And like that has been my experience with this is just like I'm constantly like this is fucking stupid. This my uncle was like, so not to add insult to injury, but can you even game with that? And I was like, yes, I can still hold a controller. Thank you.
yeah. The good thing
Like
is
I don't
that the
know why he
primary
thought.
buttons.
Yeah, it's just my support finger, so I can still do this. I can still.
Hmm.
It's fine. It just kind of sticks out funny, and my pinky keeps sticking out because of it. So I play like this
Hmm.
now. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Good times.
So that's my
Good
journey of
times.
having a stupid finger. And I go actually this week to the ortho, which that was a whole nother thing that I won't even get on stream. But basically, the hospital was stupid and tried to. They gave me a number for a referral, and it was just the doctor doesn't even go there to do.
Sorry.
Like he
That's
only
not
goes
funny.
to the office. The
That's
number that
not
they gave
funny.
me, he only goes there for post ops check-ins.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So he doesn't actually.
I got it
Yeah.
sorted, and I'm going to an office that's only 9 minutes away, so it's whatever. So I have to go to the dentist this week, and I have to go and deal with this week. And that was like, I mean, it's not like all of the stuff that I've had going on. Like I had a chicken pass away, and you dealt with me having a crash out over that.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately it was on a fucking weekend. I think it was a Sunday, and no vets were
Which,
open. None.
yeah.
And then
But your
the 20.
crash out wasn't that bad, honey.
No,
It was not
no.
that bad.
Well,
So,
I think Travis got the brunt of it, but the fucking emergency vet. I was like, hey, my chicken died. Do you guys do like cremations? Which like generally with cremations, the vets don't do them. They have a company that
yeah.
comes and picks up the animals, deals with it, and then brings the ashes back, and then they call you and have you pick them up from the vet's office. They're like, we only do cats and dogs, and I'm like, I mean, you don't do any of it, honestly. And literally, I've used 3 different vets out here, and all of them have allowed me to do chickens through them. So I'm just like, you're full of shit. And
Yeah.
so I had to call a 24-hour, what you wanted to do, a mobile pet cremation. It's not the way you wanted to do it, though. They just do the pickups, and then they take it back to their facility. Which, if you want to go into your dream, your dream job,
My dream job,
your dream
instead
job.
of having a food truck, it's
Hmm.
an animal cremation service where you have a dead animal. I just drive the truck up and pop it in, cremate it. ding, it's done. They're still warm, but you get them same day. I
No,
don't know.
stop. They're still warm. Uh, life's been
You know,
chaotic.
it's
And when it's chaotic, Isola decides to make a career out of it in some way. So this time
yeah.
it's mobile cremation where she cremates on site.
So yeah, if y'all want to donate to me purchasing my truck, but here's the thing, you can't have an oven. I what do you call it? Wait, no, it's
It's not an
I
oven.
guess
Don't call it an
it's
oven.
like I'm just gonna call it that. But
No.
you can't really carry that much firepower in a truck. So technically my
No.
idea is not sound unless if I could use some type of rocket fuel because you have to heat it up to a certain temperature in order to break down the bone.
You also have to have a pulverizer on board.
Yes.
That's a
Yes.
whole nother
So
thing.
it's not like you can just throw the whole thing in. You have to do other necessary things, not to go into too much detail, before you have to prepare the body before you can. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of. Okay, maybe I know too much about this shit.
I
I
know
don't
it
know.
too, but it's just funny listening to you try to put it in
Mm,
a very non
mm.
blatant
Creepy,
way. Well,
trans, too much detail. But yeah, so that was just in
palatable.
passing. I mentioned it, but if I could make it happen, I totally would. Because look, there are people like Shannon who have situations where, and obviously I would have all the credentials, licensing, everything. Just saying.
Yeah, this is
I
the
have a
second
strong
time.
stomach, so
This is the second time
I
I've
can
had to
handle
do
that shit.
this. And FYI, when you do those at home cremation pickups or euthanasias, it is really expensive.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into how much I had to spend, but it was double what I normally spend. At least double what I normally spend. Sometimes I've spent
Hmm.
as low as for chickens, I've spent as low as like 60 to 100, but that is not
It's
average.
because they're coming to you, and which I think is really stupid because they're literally just sticking it in a freezer.
Well, and this place serves like all of, I mean, pretty much all of SoCal. I mean, not all of, but like I think it's Orange County and Inland Empire, which Inland Empire is huge. So I mean, it
Yeah, that's true.
is, and they come and they
But
pick
you also
up and
gas and
yeah,
yeah,
insurance,
I mean
wear and tear on the
it's convenient.
vehicles.
Yeah.
Um,
I do get it, but still,
yeah.
for a fucking chicken
Oh,
or
we
a
had to do it
duck,
for
it's
yeah,
like,
we had
God
to do it for
damn
the
it.
duck. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awful
Yeah.
because that one was like on
I mean, and the
Christmas
duck is a
Eve.
little bigger, but yeah. Oh
No,
God, yeah.
he was younger, so he was actually smaller, surprisingly. But
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
they kind of do it by weight because that's a whole part of it. I don't know. This has gotten off the rails. Basically,
I know.
services are expensive. Life is unhinged. Things keep happening,
But
but we keep rolling with the times because what else is there to do but fucking just keep on trucking?
I mean, yeah, but then you have mattresses catching on fire and
Not
you know,
mine, fortunately. That's a you
speaking
thing.
of
Well, not a
fire.
you, but that's a your story.
No,
My mattresses aren't catching fire yet. Think knock on fucking wood
no.
because they could. I don't know.
You never know. I mean, crazy things happen, like what happened on Friday. So I was taking out the trash. It's already dark out, which is funny because at 6 o'clock it's like
And
pitch
we were
black.
supposed to
And I'm
stream.
like, yeah, and I'm gonna go walk over to get some tacos because I was hungry, hadn't eaten because sneezing, and who wants to do anything when you've sneezed for 6 hours of your day already? You feel miserable. And all of a sudden I see lights, and then I kind of move myself over a bit, and I'm on the corner of the street. And there's a police car right there. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So then I walk over, I see like some of my old neighbors because they're little hens and they have to about everything. And so I'm like, there's 4 fire trucks. So I see 4 fire trucks. I'm thinking, why, how is the building still standing at this point? Because
Yeah.
why do we have 4 fire trucks?
Because your
And so I
building's
walk
not
over, I'm
that
like, what the hell?
large. It's a pretty. I mean, it's not
Right.
tiny, but it's a pretty smaller. Four is a
Yeah,
lot.
but this
4 is a
was,
lot.
again, the complex next door. So it wasn't even my complex, and that complex is actually all inside. So all their hallways are
Yeah.
inside and everything, and not great, for fires.
No.
And so I was like, what the hell happened? And one of my neighbors in my complex was like, a mattress caught on fire. Apparently, a lithium battery was in a backpack, exploded, caught the mattress on fire, and it's one of those memory foam mattresses. And
So it's just melting.
so it still caught on fire, but it
Yeah.
wasn't a huge like explosion. But I didn't really like the way that the firefighters handled this. First, you know how the buildings look just
Yeah.
right next door. There's the front entrance and then the sidewalk and then the street. They left it right on the steps of the front entrance, so it made it difficult for people to get into that complex. When I walked over, the mattress was still smoldering and the firefighters had already left. I have video of it
What
because
the
I was like,
fuck?
is this just gonna re-catch on fire? I was like, why the fuck didn't they put it in the parking lot where nothing can catch on fire should this thing decide to reignite? But don't ask me. I'm not a firefighter. I didn't go to training. I don't know what the fuck. But apparently the woman was like, yeah, they weren't very nice, like almost inconvenienced to have to do their job. And I was like, well, I got video. I may. So my other neighbor who owns the house that's next door to the complex, he's a lifeguard. I know he knows firefighters. We discussed it when the big fire and explosion happened at that same place. Um, I've also told Shannon I run to the fire, not away from it. So maybe
It's
again,
true.
I chose the wrong job. I don't know.
Or maybe we
But
need to put
anyway,
you in a
I'm
bubble and keep you away from things.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that bubble will help me.
Mm.
I may break it.
If it's flame
But
retardant.
yeah, well, true. But yeah, so I was like, I may just whisper in his ear because I've helped him with stuff before and just be like, if you know any firefighters from that that one, and I know the number, so I'll give it to him and just be like, can you just give them a little advice and be like, hey, next time don't be dicks and actually move the fucking mattress so it's not potentially a fire hazard, because it was a
Yeah.
fucking fire hazard. You're firefighters. I understand it was just a mattress, but look, lithium batteries still explode.
Oh yeah.
It still happens. They're not safe. So anyway, so that was fun. I still went and got my tacos and I enjoyed them. I still have the smell, a little bit of memory foam stuck in my nostrils because
Ew.
it's the
Gross.
melted smell. But
Gross.
hey, it was fun, which did not probably help my situation for my
For sneezing.
sneezies.
Yeah,
But
that probably didn't. No. Mm.
no,
Man, life's
no.
fucking too
So, but other
crazy.
than that, it really is. It really is. Not a day goes by where I'm like, wow, I survived today. That's
I know,
great.
right? One more day.
Thanks.
We'll see how
Yeah.
tomorrow
One day
goes.
more.
It's always
Start
fucking
breaking
something.
out in a song.
So, I'm not gonna get into the nitty gritty details, but
Oh, but
the
I like nitty gritty.
well,
It's
no,
okay. You don't have to.
because someone
I
will
know.
get mad if I get into the nitty gritty details because it's what I was talking to you about earlier. Um,
Mm. I
apparently,
mean, but can't we make it a Reddit story like Am I the A-hole and just make it someone else?
no,
Not now.
no. So,
Good.
we got a thing in the mail. Apparently, we got a violation for. Can you please go? Can you please go? Can you please go? Sorry, I'm gonna use the stinky spray. She hates if I use this antibacterial hand spray. She thinks it's stinky. This is one of the only ways I can get her to leave me alone sometimes is I'm like putting on the stinky spray. We got a violation for apparently using fast track when we don't have fast track. And I was like, as soon as I got it, I knew immediately, because it says like 405 express lanes, and I went,
Oh,
oh, I know what that is. Um, and I was immediately ramshackled and told, is there a picture on it? I didn't use a fast lane. Did you guys use a fast lane? I was like, no. And so it was a whole thing. And turns out
Wow.
that section of the freeway, which did not have fast track, apparently now does. And someone was not aware of it.
Oh.
And so I had to pay that today, and I was not thrilled about it because the whole situation prior was very chaotic and unnecessary and frustrating. But
Oh, that's a bummer.
it really sucks that they just go, oh, suddenly now this section of the freaking freeway that has been the same for the last like 30 years or 40 years or more. Now we're going to make it fast track, tra la la. And since somebody doesn't
Pay attention.
well, someone doesn't spend a majority of their time here, they are completely unaware and they only drive in that area like once a month. But yeah, I had to deal with that today, so that was fun.
I was going to suggest, but it's already over, that one could potentially contest it because there is documentation / proof that said person does not
I mean, that's not an
is not
excuse.
located here at this time.
But that's not an excuse. If you have somebody who's visiting from like another state or country, you still have to read all that, the signs on the freeway.
You might get a nice judge though. I know. I'm just saying sometimes
They're not gonna give a shit. They're not gonna. They want their money. They don't care. It was $26. I really don't care that much.
Oh, I thought it was more. That's why I thought it was such a big fucking deal. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'll buy you a fucking Arby's sandwich and a Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
sorry,
no, it
not
was,
you.
not you. No, it was just the whole situation was. There was shoot the messenger moment, and I was like, I'm grumpy, and I know you're gonna be watching this, and you're gonna be all pissy, but guess what? Fucking consequences have actions, motherfucker. So wah wah wah. Paid your bills. Shut up. So, and I know I'm gonna get that. It's my money that I worked for. Well, I work in this house. Shut up. So.
What is echoing? Are you slamming your
I'm
hand
dropping.
down?
No, I'm dropping. I have a vacuum that I use on my. I'm fidgeting because I'm frustrated.
Wait, whoa! You use a vacuum on what? Can
on
we
my desk.
Please finish that sentence?
It's my desk.
Okay.
It's for my keyboard. It goes in between your keys for your keyboard. And it's got little bristles so that like if I don't know, maybe you have a really dirty desk and you have to like scrape stuff off. I don't know, but
I actually need that for my work one. The cats like to lay on the keys.
This one I got from like Target. It's a Sharper Images, I think. Right? Aren't you?
Yeah,
it's a Sharper Image. It's at Target. They have them in different colors. Little pastel. I got this one in mint. I thought it was really cute. Yeah, but I use it to clean my keyboard, and sometimes I just like on my desk. I just like zoom on my desk. But yeah, side note.
I just hear
that was an entirely new sentence. It's kind of silly. It's a whole thing, but I don't even remember how to get it open, to be honest with you. I know you can empty it. I don't know how. I don't.
Well, I mean, you'll figure it out. Maybe. You don't need to.
Maybe I will.
Don't even worry about it right now.
No, I'm not worried about it.
I will look it up for you.
No, I don't. You know what you can look up for me is going to Costco and getting me a toothbrush tomorrow.
Well, I did give you my
I know
what I have that I do like, and I think they do sell it at Costco. So just an FYI, or you can have Amazon deliver it to you. I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna go tomorrow morning. I've got my executive membership. I'll go at 9 a.m. But okay. I
looked on.
No, God, you looked on what? What did you look on?
Oh, I looked online to see if my store had the Twilight books because I like the way those look versus the ones that I have. Because there's that one laminated book, New Moon. Is not it's not the same. It has a sheen to it, and the rest are all matte hardcovers.
Okay.
I'm like, why did you do this for one fucking book? It annoys me. My OCD kicks in. I'm about ready. Now I'm thinking about it, and I'm gonna fucking murder something.
Because I'm right there with you. When I read what's the Edward one? Is that Midnight Sun?
Midnight Sun.
Okay.
Midnight Sun.
I think it was that one that I have.
I'm looking at it. Yes, I'm looking.
the cover has that same kind of, it's kind of like a laminate, but it feels fucking wrong. It feels so wrong. I had to take the dust cover off to read the book because every time I held it, I was having this visceral reaction. I was like, it feels wrong.
Oh no.
It was like nails
Shannon,
on a chalkboard.
my dust covers are off. And New Moon is different than the other three. And okay, we can't talk about it anymore. So I wanted to go to Costco to go and check, but I'm like, let me go check online. I type in Twilight Saga books and it pulls up everything but actual books.
Mine doesn't have
So
them.
Costco,
I would have picked them up for you.
Yeah, can we fix the search engine on your website because it sucks?
Yeah, I can try and
Anyway.
see if they have them anywhere other than the one that I normally go to, because obviously there's other ones around. But, oh god
There's
damn it.
5 in my area. Well, in a 30-mile radius.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I can find anything, but I just can't handle it. And I also haven't searched online.
The set, or because I know they also have the special edition, just the first book, which I mean that one also looks pretty, but do you know?
Yeah, I think I wanted the set so that they all match.
Yeah.
Because I legit it makes my blood boil every time I look at my bookcase and this fucking book does not match the rest of them. Like it's literally giving me rage right now. Like
flames.
I
Flames
can't,
on the side of my face.
Flames. I need to breathe.
They have
I know it sounds stupid
places.
and these are not. Yeah, I'm just gonna go look online. And here's the thing, you guys, look, Twilight, it's not my all-time favorite series like of novels. It's just if I buy a set, and granted I bought them separately, but even when you buy the set originally the first time it came out, it was like this too. Why would you just have one book that looks all foo-foo fancy when you don't have the dust cover on it, and then all the rest are matte and normal, like a normal fucking book when you take the dust cover off? Why you got okay, I gotta stop. It's making me gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze.
You're literally winding yourself up, and I'm just letting it happen because usually it's me. Isola does get wound up. She just doesn't do it as easily as I do. So when she does, I'm like, let it flow.
No,
let the hate flow.
I don't rage like you do. Like I will.
Oh,
I will
you do. You just don't do it that often. It's very
as frequently. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
When it does, it's eruption, volcanic explosion. It is like no, nobody. This. Anyway, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
I
got
have
it out
a
of my
shorter
system.
fuse. Yours is longer, but when it goes off, it's just as bad. That's why I'm always just like, go ahead.
It may. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Apologies to my neighbors.
Oh, you're
sorry,
fine.
guys.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm kind of in a similar situation because right now I've got I just read a book literally last night. I stayed up till 7 a.m. reading. I read an entire book. There's 5 books in the series, 4 main books, and then there's like a side I don't know if it's a novella, but so the novella or whatever it is they did as a collector's edition, and I have to get that still. But the first 2 books, they have put out collector's editions. I actually have them. They're up there right now. You probably can't see them, but they're like...
I am blind as fuck, girl.
I know.
I can't see shit.
They're right here. I'm just saying, that's where they are.
I'm totally taking a pen and editing and circling.
Right there. Oh, no. Where's my hand? Right there.
There you go.
And I just bought the second one last night. I have no idea when the 3rd and 4th book are going to come out in that same style. And so I'm like, well, fuck, I can read the second book right now. And the 3rd and 4th book are out and done. It's a finished series. But I have no idea when the other 2 collector's editions are coming out. And I didn't necessarily want to read the collector's editions. Like, they're one of those things that you just look at and go, ooh, pretty. But I don't want to buy the regular editions and have 2 sets of books. So then I'm like sitting here like, well, fuck, what do? I've got the second book I can read, but then for the 3rd and 4th one, either I wait until whenever the collector's edition comes out, which is usually like they do one every, like I think last year they came out with the first one and this year they did the second one. So I have to wait a year before I can read the 3rd book, or I buy the plain regular version of the book and then have to, What am I
I
supposed
know.
to
I
do?
know.
Ah!
Uh-huh. I know. It's just a conundrum. It's like when
Book
we were
problems.
discussing the Witcher book, right? Like the first Witcher book, it is only paperback. It is very difficult to find it in a hardcover, and
Didn't I get you
I
the
can't.
illustrated?
You got me the paperback.
No, no, I thought, did
You
I
got
get,
me the paperback.
but did I not get you the illustrated? The illustrated's hardback.
Mm-mm.
So they did the
Yeah, I'm
first two
gonna.
books illustrated, which again, they're, I think, in here too. They have the first two books illustrated and they're hardcover, but they're not going to
Mhm.
illustrate the rest of them.
Yeah, see that shit that pisses me off. So,
Why would
but
you
what
do
I'm gonna
two?
do, I don't know. I don't know. They got lazy. They don't want to spend the money. I don't know. But what I'm going to do is for the first book, I'm actually going to leather bind it. Well,
Oh,
faux
rebind it?
leather bind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I can't, it's I just look, I'm not saying that anyone who has paperbacks that there's something wrong with that. I just personally do. I like the hard feeling of the book. I like just the sturdiness of it. And so yeah, I just yeah.
You
So
like
any books that
what?
I can't, it's like yeah, you heard me. I'm not repeating myself. But it's also it's like the first Vampire Academy book. And then I can't find I want a full set of the Vampire Academy, which is better than Twilight. So if you haven't read Vampire Academy, is her name Rochelle Mead? Her last name I think is Mead.
That
Those books are actually
sounds
good. They
right.
tried to do a TV show. I think it's Rochelle Mead.
They did the movie.
Um, yeah, the movie, it wasn't like god awful, but still not great. The TV show was pretty good, and then they canceled it. But
Like they do most things.
whatever. It's just like the Mortal Instruments. And I actually did enjoy the TV show. Like it was a little corny at times, a lot corny at times, but they fucked with the ending.
But you know
They
what?
fucked
Sometimes
with the
corny
ending.
works because
Corny was fine. I enjoyed the corniness
yeah,
of it.
it depends
So,
on the context of the corniness. And sometimes it's also just like, generally, like when you're watching TV, depending on what your mood is, it's an escape, right? Like, you're not trying to, like,
mhm.
I love Game of Thrones, but I don't want to watch Game of Thrones all the fucking time. That's heavy shit. And there's, like, do you think I want to watch rape scenes all the time? No, that's not fun. That's not enjoyable. That,
No.
if it doesn't drive the story in some way, which, let's be honest, most of the time it doesn't, then
Yeah.
what the fuck is the point? Sometimes a nice corny show is just like, oh, this is nice and relaxing and I'm enjoying my good corny time, and that's fine. Um some
Yeah,
shows
it
it
was
just
more
doesn't
of the
work for.
writing in this situation where what they wrote did not convey properly when it was read. But again, if you read the books, the Mortal Instruments books, they're good.
Well,
And
they have a more
actually, I think
serious
that's
tone,
Rochelle
right?
Mead.
Well, when I say serious, I
Yeah.
mean like serious and okay. Travis and I had this conversation. I think this fits perfectly. So you probably haven't read the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind, but it's a really good series.
No. Hmm.
And they made a show, and they did it in the same vein as like Hercules and Xena, which I love Hercules and Xena, but there are times that are corny where you're just like, okay,
Hmm.
like, and the comedy is
Yeah.
very like, there's even like little music cues that are like, "Mwah," and you're like, oh, like womp womp, okay.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah.
which worked for Hercules and Xena for the most part. That's fine. Those are like kind of original. Not Hercules is a legendary, but like, original stories, whatever. The thing
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is, the Sword of Truth series, Terry Goodkind's Sword of Truth series, is more along the lines of Game of Thrones. So it'd be the equivalent of taking Game of Thrones and making it the same way that they did Xena and Hercules. It's like, what
They
the
turn it into a
fuck?
musical.
They do those like little
Sorry.
womp womp ha ha
Mm.
ha, and you're just like, plus they changed a bunch of stuff that like, what was the point of changing that? Like,
Yeah.
you're just like, that there was no point, that did nothing and is stupid. But I feel like Mortal
Well, and
Instruments is
that's
kind of like that, where it's like, yeah, the corny moments weren't as corny as like, because I don't know how anyone who remembers Hercules and Xena, there were some really like off the wall goofy bullshit
oh
moments where
yeah.
you're just like,
And if
okay, and that was part of the gag.
and if you go back and watch them too,
Oh yeah.
oh oh, it's even cornier.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But yeah, I feel
what
like
does
Mortal
she?
Instruments
Yeah,
was a similar thing where it's like, yeah, you're just like, the writing isn't hitting the way it would in the books, and the show's making a little less serious, or like they're
yeah.
changing things that it's like, why would you change that? Like, it just, I get what you're saying though, as far as like,
Yeah.
the mood was
And to confirm,
tilted.
Rochelle Mead is Vampire Academy. Cassandra Clare is Immortal Instruments. I don't know why I got them mixed up for a hot second, but they kind of write in almost the same kind of tone.
Mm.
And they are darker kind
Well, and
of
they're like
books.
romantasies, right? Like romance fantasy vibes. One's
Yeah,
vampires,
well,
one's
okay.
angels, demons. Monster
Well,
fuckers.
no, because Mortal Instruments is everything. You go into the Fey world, you have
Well,
vampires, you have
yeah.
werewolves, you have so it's
But monster
but
fuckers.
not really.
Well, I don't mean
No.
like smut. I mean like, so it was in the era where everybody was like Twilight, and because everything
Yes,
was
it
like
was
everybody wants to date
supernatural,
some
yeah.
sort of supernatural, and that's what I mean by monster fuckers. Not in the literal smut sense, which now is like the
Yeah, okay.
hardcore thing, but like, yeah, it was
Yeah.
the supernatural fan romantasy
Right.
thing is what was back
Yeah.
in the
Hmm.
2010s ish, and now it's evolved into full blown monster fucking.
Fuckery.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it was
And
the
so
spark.
yeah, I think I liked Mortal Instruments in the sense that it deals with these, we'll call them monster hunters, which they're not, that's not really what they're called, but they basically make sure that the mundane or the human race
The
are
Mundies.
protected by the supernatural beings. So, but in order to use their powers, they actually mark runes on them, and the runes will do something very specific. So, if you need to light your sword on fire, you do this specific rune and blah blah blah. Healing, that's another rune. But Clary is very special, and she can pretty much do whatever the fuck she wants. But there's a twist and turn between her and her the man that she loves, Jace. And I won't give anything away because you're like, what in the actual fuck? Thank God something didn't happen. So it's very strange. It's twists and turns, and I thoroughly enjoyed it because also the writing is better than Twilight. So,
Yeah, no.
you know.
That reminds me of how we talked about how Stephanie Meyer's like, I want to
Oh,
rewrite the books because I think I'm a better writer now. And it's like, that's
bitch, please.
your legacy's already etched in stone, lady. Just let it lie. Just leave it.
Yeah, just please stop trying to beat the dead horse. Stop painting the fucking dead horse and then beating it again because
Yeah.
it's not gonna work. The
Yeah.
horse of many colors is not going to change however many times you beat it. It's still the same fucking thing.
It's pretty
Actually,
brutal.
it's gotten worse. Did you notice though? It started out fine. I enjoyed the books for what they were. It was just a nice read, albeit some toxicity and narcissistic behavior and well, I mean, yeah. Um, but she then decides I'm going to swap gender bend the characters.
Oh, yeah.
That
What was it?
right?
Life and
Well,
Death or whatever it was?
yeah. And
Do
she
you know,
named,
but do you know why she did it?
I mean, I don't, it, whatever she said that she did it for,
It was
fucking
to
dumb
prove that
reason.
there wasn't like gender, like the gender didn't matter, that the story was
Oh
uh
no, it mattered.
but,
It
well,
mattered.
the gender didn't matter
Dumb
in
bitch, it
the
mattered.
sense of like it wasn't like misogynistic or like it was like the things would have been the same. And it's like, but it was, because when you read that version, from what I understand, you know,
Oh god, it was fucking awful.
it was still that same misogyny. And it's like things that like, so I guess like when she gives the scarf to Bo, she's like, oh, what's his name? Oh god, the one that's supposed to be Alice.
Oh, I don't remember what they named all of
Whatever
them.
his
Like,
name was. It was Archie.
Yeah.
It was Archie. She's like, Archie picked it out. It's not a girly scarf. Don't worry. And it's like, who cares if it was? Like, I thought this was supposed to be the gender roles didn't matter. And that, like, and the other thing was, so Rosalie's whole thing was she wanted to be a mom really bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
But her male counterpart, instead of making it so he wanted to be a father really bad, it was some other bullshit thing. And it's like, so if the gender roles didn't matter in the whole thing, then why wouldn't you have kept him like he really wanted to be a father and have a family? So it was just a lot of shit like that. So it's like your whole excuse of why you fucking wrote this is bullshit. I think it's, she was like, I'm going to rewrite the story, but change the genders. And it's like, I get another chance at writing the story and showing my writing's improved. P.S. It didn't.
No,
Sorry.
absolutely not. And here's the thing that even drives me more crazy. Twilight had good names.
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot of good names, like even Carlisle, like you didn't really hear that name very often. Rosalie is a very pretty name. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of names. Yeah, Bella, I hate that name, but no offense to anybody named Bella. It's not your fault. It's just, I don't know, just not, I don't know.
What did they do for Edward?
It reminds me of those
ridiculous.
Baby Bell. Huh?
What did they do for Edward? It was something ridiculous, wasn't it?
Oh, why do I want to go to Edwina? It's not Edwina.
I feel Edwina would have made more sense than what they picked, if I remember correctly.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, so there was that.
Edith. It was Edith, but with a Y.
Edith. Yeah, it was stupid. That's what it was.
I don't know.
Her name was stupid.
I feel like Edwina sounds
I like Edwina.
It sounds more Victorian for some reason. I don't know. But also Edith with the way that it's spelled is Edythe.
And they wouldn't have spelt it that way
No.
when Edith was born.
No.
So go suck a dick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's just ridiculous.
Like, so she fucked that one up, right? But here's the thing. She had started to write Midnight Sun.
Oh, the
before
leak?
she wrote Life and Death. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
And I read the first chapter and I was like, ooh, this could be really good. And then she's like, well, I'm not going to ever finish it because...
But yeah, but then she did because money grubbing, let's be honest.
Yeah, but my bestie did me dirty, so here. And I think that she had actually, like, put out the book online, but I never read it just because I was like, you know what? I liked that first bit that I had. I thought that it actually worked. Then she goes, okay, guys, you guys have, you know, pulled me up and just made me feel so wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and do this for you guys because my writing's better.
I think it was a plant.
I
think it was 100%. A fucking plant so that she could rile up her crowd and get them all like fucking foaming at the mouth for it and go on a witch hunt and then give her a fucking ego boost and pump up sales. That's what it fucking was. Well, let's be honest.
Normally I would agree with that, but with how long she went, like that is like like she was sticking to her guns because it was like when the hell did it come out? It wasn't like a 2-3 year thing. This was
I know it was like a really long time. Like it was
so that's why for me I'm like I don't know if that's necessarily the case or maybe that's how it started and then she's like yeah I really don't want to write this.
I think it was
and then went back to it.
Well, I think she was drumming up the hype for it, but then she switched gears and did the gender bend. The other thing about the gender bend is she didn't gender bend the Volturi, but she changed what happened among the wives and the husbands, and basically, so it's so funny because I read the books, but I know so much about it. So in the normal Twilight storyline, Aro, he kills his sister Theodora, who was married to the I can't remember his fucking name.
I can see his face.
Yeah, long face, very
Yeah.
maudlin. Anyways, because they were in love and they were married and they were gonna go off and they were gonna like ditch Aro, and Aro was like, oh, that fucks my plans up. I need him to help like control, because I have my collection of freaks that I will not freaks, Caius, yes. If he leaves, that's gonna fucking throw a wrench in my plans, and I can't have that. So he decided to kill his sister. Not that Caius knew. So then Caius was like fucking endlessly depressed, sad boy. And so then Aro and the other guy were like, okay, we're gonna lock up our wives with someone who's gonna keep them complacent and happy, because we don't want to go through and be like what he is. But I don't think they actually loved their wives the way that Caius loved Theodora.
No, he really loved his wife based on just the way that they, talked about it. And it's like,
but the point being, the reboot or like the gender bend, instead the wives like find out what he plans on doing, and they fucking kill, I think they kill Aro and the other dude, and they keep, so then it's the wives and Caius running the fucking Volturi. So like they didn't gender bend them at all. They just changed how that whole thing happened.
Yeah.
Which honestly would have been dope. Or is Caius the blonde one?
Caius is the blonde one.
Okay.
Shit. What is the other guy's name? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. You can keep talking. I just need to.
But it's like, if it was a gender bend, it's so weird that she didn't gender bend Charlie or Renee either, because she's like, oh, I think it like the mom always gets the kid, and so like if I gender bend Charlie, then like there would be no reason for Bo to be there, because then that would be the mom which she'd be living with or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but it's a book, first of all, so to sit there and be like, oh, well, the mom always gets the kid, so I didn't change Charlie. And it's like, that,
yeah,
your whole argument was gender roles, and then you're fucking filling gender roles.
It doesn't, it's hypocritical to say the least. Marcus,
that's right.
Long-faced Marcus.
Marcus. I'm Marcus. Yeah, I know you're Marcus. Sorry, I've been sending you those videos, and every time I'm like,
did you see the ones?
The tattoos.
Dude, people are getting tattoos. And I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Did you see the song too? I thought the song was actually pretty funny. There's
some legit stupid. The amount that we talk about Marcus on this podcast is obscene. At this point, we're just a fan podcast for Marcus. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going as far as to get a tattoo of him. Sorry.
No. Maybe. I might.
Sorry.
I might. I don't care. I might. Rigatoni
no.
pasta.
I mean, I would just get the words rigatoni pasta tattooed on me, but not... Marcus just... I don't... Maybe. I don't know.
If I got Marcus, it would be the, like, up close where he's like... Just the eyes and the little...
it just has to be his... Yes. That's
when
fine.
He does the little...
But the whole body...
No, not the whole body. Not the whole body. Just the face and the little hand.
Yeah.
Next tattoo, let's go. I don't know what
I thought we were getting the vault symbol. I think we need to do the vault symbol first, and then, you know what we could do? We could get the vault symbol and have Marcus peeking over.
Which is funny because there is a actual Marcus in Borderlands, so that's even doubler funny. That's actually really
shit.
It's a possibility. All right, I think we're gonna wrap up this shit show of a podcast. It was, you guys got to forgive us. There was no structure today, and I mean, I have stuff that we need to talk about that we'll do in the next episode. But this episode, I think we're both in a really weird place mentally.
I think it turned out to be structured. Like, you didn't have to say that. I think people would be like, oh shit, they're talking about books today. That's great.
No, because there are days where we do like actual like hardcore research. And there is stuff that I want to talk about that we haven't researched just because I kind of want to get our perspective about. But, updates. I have updates. I have a very important update. The Emmanuel Harrow case. The father was convicted and he is going to get a minimum, I think it was like 30 years to life. So
Damn, that was fast.
yeah, the mom they haven't tried yet. They're not doing her till January. I don't. I think it's because she's still holding out on the innocent plea. She's not guilty.
Hola. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hola and
I'm so
out.
sorry.
But the dad pleaded guilty, and so they're like, "All right, let's fucking push this shit." Now, I don't know if
Where's the baby?
nobody knows. There's still no details on that. I don't know if they went over that in the case. He just pleaded guilty, and they said, "All right, you're fucking guilty," and yeah, he's doing like. But here's the thing. I think he's also being punished. He has to serve his time for. I forget the exact wording, but basically, since he did something bad, like parole, like he kind of broke parole type situation.
Oh, it was like a parole violation?
He has to serve that first, and then he's going to serve the murder charge. So, like, if that makes sense. So,
yeah,
it's like a certain amount of years.
Because they'll transfer him to...
Yeah, and then they'll, once he serves that, then he's going to serve the 30 to life. Which is great. I mean, as far as justice goes, that's great. But the mom is still trying to stick by her story. The grandma never got to meet the baby, unfortunately, which was really sad. And she's really advocating and pushing to make sure that like he got his sentence, which he did. So that is an update on that, which is pretty exciting. As far as like, you know, at least that's being handled properly this time, because the last time it wasn't.
Yeah.
His case specifically. So, ending on a happy note. I mean, it's a sad story all around, but at least, you know, guys being put away finally. So there's that.
Yeah, I just think it's weird that he's just like, oh yeah, I'm pleading guilty, and we still don't know where the baby is. Obviously, if you are guilty of this, where the fuck is it? Just give me the fucking baby. I mean, like, obviously, you can't, but you know what I mean. Just peace.
It's brutal.
It needs to be, the child needs to be buried, needs to be proper. Yeah, there's a whole thing.
All over
anyway,
the place too. Like, I'm recapping briefly.
Yeah.
There was a point in time where he had been out with sheriffs, and they were in this like area of open scrubland, and he was pointing, so people were thinking that he was divulging where they had left the body or whatever. And then he had said to his cellmate that he had thrown him in the trash, or so like there's been different stories, and there's no real clear concise like what actually fucking happened. And the problem is with him, he's already given 3 or 4 different iterations of what had happened, you know. I didn't do it, it was an accident, this, that. So he's not a reliable narrator, or like anything we get from him is going to be bullshit. So
yeah, he's a habitual liar. You can't trust anything that comes out of that piece
mom.
of shit out of his.
The mom, you know, she went on the news and lied about everything, about her being attacked and knocked out, and him being kidnapped. So unfortunately, the reality is the likelihood of us finding out what actually happened is 0 to none. Unless they tell them and they find the body, we're never gonna actually know. Like, because they could say it was this, it was that, it was the other. We'll never know. And it's been,
I don't know,
2-3 months now, because it happened in mid-August.
Yeah. And maybe it's a good look. As much as I would want the grandmother to be able to, you know, lay the child to rest, maybe it's better this way, because do we really want to know what he did to that baby? I'm just saying. I mean, yes and no. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a very...
It's hard.
To put it to rest, yes. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it's not good.
No, I agree.
You know what's going to be found is not good. But at this, it's kind of one of the, it's that double-edged sword thing. But anyway, I'm happy that they found him guilty.
And hopefully next
and I hope they put him in a maximum penitentiary where he's surrounded by a lot of unsavory people, and you know, maybe karma gives him a little bit of you know, what he's been,
it's hard
given to his children, you know?
Well,
Just say
we'll see how it all pans out.
I don't wish bad things against people, but when you hurt children and animals, I throw logic and morals to the wind.
I mean, I think it
Snip
boils
snip,
down
buddy.
to if you are a part of civilization, you need to act within a certain civilized manner, and if you're incapable of that, then you are excommunicating yourself
You
from
need to go away.
civilization.
Yeah, you just need to go away. We don't need you in our community,
Yeah, yeah.
aka humanity.
Yeah, you've proved you can't follow.
Humanity's got a bunch of fucking issues right
Yeah,
now. We don't need you.
yeah. That's
We don't need you.
that's where I'm at with it. I'm telling you, we're gonna make that island. I'm pushing for the island,
Okay.
and we can leave him on the island.
I have no problems with it.
Yeah.
I have no
He can go
problems with
stay on
it.
the island. All right.
Yep.
That's going to be it for today. And we'll be back in a week with more nonsense and chicanery and wickedy glitchity-ness. And until then,
Wahoo!
wahoo. Yeah, until then, wahoo. I don't fucking know,
Rigatoni
dude.
pasta.
Rigatoni pasta. Okay, bye.